Good morning. This is another video on the subject of grounding techniques, and today I want to talk about the cross as a grounding technique. And what I mean by the cross is either imagining a cross, drawing a cross, or visualizing a cross, drawing a cross, or even physically making a cross with your hands. I mean, this whole thing is as humorous and as old as that is, and it's there's something powerful about a vertical line and a horizontal line crossing. And so, I mean, here's your obvious, just like, there's your Christianish cross, but I mean, the cross existed before the Christian folks picked it up, Christianity, whatever. You can find it back into like Macedonian. And people started scribbling. It's just, obviously, it's so primal, it's so profound. It's like, okay, one going this way, one going that way, but it's representative. It's the metaphor or the symbol is for like earth and sky, time and space, anything that has a opposite, any where they cross, just in terms of just a relationship. When they're the number two becomes one, it's so powerful, and it's what's sacred or powerful, or it fends off negative energy, and you can even all of the Dracula business where the cross, you hold up a cross and it burns the evil. So vampires, it's the whole thing about the cross being useful to ward off vampires. It's to ward off vampiric energy. It's to ward off people who want to suck the life out of you. So it's the perfect metaphor. So the cross is useful to ward off those that would try to put themselves between you and source. And the way it does that is it focuses on and it acknowledges that point. And that point is the present moment in time. You've got the horizontal, which is time, and you've got the vertical, which is you, or one entity or one point of consciousness in time. And by drawing the cross, you're acknowledging, look, this is me. You've got yours, I've got mine. This is me. This is me right here. And where time and I meet. This is an organism. This is where spirit and matter meet. Spirit, matter, this is me. So by drawing it, you're acknowledging your selfness, your sacred selfness, as a point of choice, power in and of itself. You go do your thing, I'm doing my thing, go away. So it's amazing how powerful it is. I've used it when I'm in a coffee shop. I'm sitting there having a coffee. Someone starts projecting their junk on me. Either I look like somebody they know, or I'm running an energy that they don't particularly care for. You just sit there and make crosses, and it's sometimes they'll put up a big fight, but if you can sit there and make crosses on your paper, and you can feel the difference every time you make a cross, and you can visualize a cross in your head, and when you do that, sometimes it's useful to visualize like types of crosses. What works for me is a big wooden white cross, like made of wood, big. You just imagine it in your mind. just, like this big old cross, or you embellish it with the little designs on it, or whatever image works. You can play with different crosses in your mind and see what works best. And then, of course, I've sat there and gone like this, just laid two pencils together on my desk, like that on the table, and I just look at it just as a reference. I was working in an office like about 4 years ago, and there was this woman. Oh my gosh, she just wouldn't leave. She just was after me, and that worked so well. It just I just looked at the cross, and then the energy would dissipate, and then she'd go at it again, and I just look at the cross, and it would dissipate. It's just, you can't fix them, but you can empower yourself, and they'll feel the difference. The energy bounces back to them. So, and not only does the energy bounce back to them, and this isn't the case with any time that you're warding off energy successfully, their intent, their thought forms bounce, and they come back, and they become aware of what they were sending out. And if the individual that they're focusing on does not absorb the energy, they get a reflection of it. It comes back to them, and they have to, depends on their level of consciousness, but on some level, they go, oh, that was me. I was looking to, push that on someone. And you can see it's a learning experience for some. Again, you can't get caught up in that. You just have to protect yourself and ward off the energy and let them deal with whatever lesson it is that they're needing to learn, and not start to get caught up in an analysis of what that lesson might be. And sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from. There's triangulation that people are really good at. They can make it feel like it's coming from someone else when it's not. So don't. The energy, it's important to feel like, okay, here's me, I'm protecting myself, and wherever it's coming from, I think it's coming from that person over there, but I don't know. You have to let go of that stuff, because otherwise it becomes, you start one-upmanship. It just becomes a battle, and that's not what you're interested in. You're interested in grounding yourself, making your own choices, and in fact, I'll tell you a quick story. It's like if you're at a public place and someone comes sits down next to you, and or this has happened to me, where it's like they just want to fight, and it's like, why? They want to have a non-verbal fight with you, and it's like, why do you want to fight? It doesn't matter. But what all happen to me is like, oh yeah, I should be able to sit wherever I want. I'm going to sit wherever I want. I don't need to deal with you. You're going to, and then I get in a fight. It's like, you know what? It's so much easier just to go find another place to sit. And then it's like, I've had people follow me. I've had people say, oh yeah, I'm going to fight with you some more. It's like, you have to go away, But, start with warding off the energy, and it's like, don't get in the fight. It's not worth it. It's not going anywhere. They're not prepared to learn anything. If they're having that big of a problem with you, So, anyway, crosses work. Physical cross, drawing a cross, imagining a cross where two lines meet. You can get into the. I wanted to say another thing. It's like the evil. That whole thing is like, I'm warding off Dracula. I'm repelling the evil with the cross. Evil, backwards is live, and devil backwards is lived. I know that you've probably heard this before, that specific thing. But this is a reminder for you to live. This is a reminder. So this is the point of where I'm living. I'm living here and now in this point, and I'm alive. And evil, the is the unlived. I'm carrying this baggage around because I had the opportunity to live in the past, and either there was some oppressor, or I oppressed myself for some reason, I have unlived life that's in my bones and in my cells, and I can't get it out. I don't know what to do, and in order to try to process it, I project it onto other people. It's like, you shouldn't be able to do that because I'm not doing it, so why can't you be able to do it? And there's just self-oppression or internalized oppression from an oppressor, but it's their problem that they have to fix. And in the process of trying to fix it, they project it onto you. So it's unlived, and it's evil. That's evil. It's like if you're like consciously trying to avoid your own stuff. It's like you're doing damage to other people. That's evil. Okay, so live, which is the present moment. Get it out there. Be who you are. Or evil, don't be who you are and have a problem with everybody else because it's their being who they are. So you can see the relationship there. I think that's enough for the cross. It does work. Again, I don't have to repeat myself. The cross, a good grounding technique.